My husband had a secret affair with my best friend, and I just found out. I never thought I'd be writing something like this. I'm honestly still in shock and haven't fully processed what's happening. I don't even know how I'm typing this right now because my whole body feels numb, and I can't stop crying. For context, my husband Alex, 34M, and I have been together for 10 years, married for 6. We have a 3-year-old son together. I thought we were happy, despite the usual stresses of life. Work, parenting, house responsibilities. You know, the typical stuff every couple goes through. But overall, I thought we had a good marriage. I've also had a best friend, Laura, 33F, for nearly 15 years. We've been through everything together. High school, college, breakups, weddings. She's like a sister to me, and I never once imagined she'd betray me in this way. Here's how I found out. About 2 weeks ago, I started noticing Alex was acting distant. At first, I didn't think much of it. He's been working long hours, and I figured he was just stressed or tired. But then I noticed how often he'd be on his phone, texting someone late at night or when he thought I wasn't looking. When I'd ask, he'd shrug it off as work stuff, but something in his tone didn't sit right with me. I tried to ignore it, not wanting to come across as paranoid, but the feeling wouldn't go away. Last Friday, I invited Laura over for a casual girls' night. We had wine, caught up, and everything seemed normal. But at one point during the night, she got a little tipsy and left her phone on the coffee table while she went to the bathroom. Her phone buzzed, and out of habit, I glanced at the screen. The message preview read, "I can't stop thinking about you. Friday can't come soon enough." I froze. The message was from Alex. At that moment, everything around me blurred. I don't even know how I had the strength to pick up her phone, but I did. I unlocked it. I knew her passcode because we've shared everything for years, and there it was. A long thread of texts between her and Alex, dating back months. Flirty messages, plans to meet up when I was at work, pictures. I felt like I was going to pass out. I sat there, staring at my phone, wondering if I was dreaming, wondering if somehow this was all a mistake. But it wasn't. I scrolled through their messages in disbelief. My best friend and my husband, 2 people I loved and trusted more than anything, had been sneaking around behind my back. The most recent texts confirmed they had been meeting up every Friday afternoon for over half a year, pretending to go to work or run errands, but instead they were meeting in hotels. When Laura came back from the bathroom, I didn't confront her immediately. I couldn't. I was too stunned, too hurt. I pretended like everything was fine, but inside, I was screaming. I needed time to process what I had just discovered. After she left, I stayed up all night reading through the texts. I couldn't believe how casual they were about it, talking about their feelings, about the future, about how they had to keep it a secret for now. I was sick to my stomach. My husband had been cheating on me with my best friend for months, and I was the fool who didn't see it. The next morning, I confronted Alex. I didn't sugarcoat it. I just straight up asked him, "Are you having an affair with Laura?" The look on his face confirmed everything before he even said a word. His face went white, and he couldn't meet my eyes. He stammered for a minute, and then the floodgates opened. He confessed to everything. He told me it started innocently. They were texting as friends, but over time, things escalated. One thing led to another, and eventually they started meeting up in secret. He swore up and down that it didn't mean anything, that it was just a mistake. But I didn't believe him. You don't accidentally carry on an affair for months. I was furious, heartbroken, disgusted. I screamed at him, threw his things out of the bedroom, and told him to get out of the house. He tried to apologize, tried to explain that he still loved me and wanted to fix things, but I couldn't listen. How do you fix something after a betrayal like this? I haven't spoken to Laura yet. I know I need to, but I can't bring myself to do it. I've been avoiding her calls and texts since that night. I don't even know what I'd say. Part of me wants to confront her and ask her why. How she could do this to me, how she could look me in the eyes every day and lie to my face. But the other part of me doesn't even want to give her the satisfaction of a conversation. She's dead to me. Alex has been staying at a hotel for the past few days, and I don't know what to do next. I'm lost. We have a child together, and I can't just walk away without considering everything. But how can I stay with someone who betrayed me so deeply? I've thought about divorce, but the idea terrifies me. Not just because of the legal process, but because I never imagined myself as a single mom. I never imagined my life falling apart like this. And on top of everything, I've lost my best friend. The person I would have turned to in a time like this is the person who stabbed me in the back. I don't know what to do next. I'm devastated, confused, and angry all at once. I'm not sure how to move forward from here. I just need advice, or even just someone to tell me that it's okay to not have all the answers right now. Has anyone else gone through something like this? How do you rebuild your life after such a betrayal? Is it even possible to move on from this? I don't know what my future looks like anymore. 1 week later. First, thank you to everyone who commented and shared their own stories with me. It's been a whirlwind of emotions, and reading your support and advice has helped me more than you know. Here's what's happened since my last post. After a few days of avoiding Laura, I finally decided to confront her. I invited her over, and when she walked through the door, she looked worried, but tried to play it off as if everything was normal. I asked her point blank about the affair, and at first, she tried to deny it. But when I showed her the messages I had found, she broke down crying. Her tears didn't move me. She apologized repeatedly, saying it was a mistake, that she never meant to hurt me, that she didn't know how it happened. I couldn't even listen to her excuses. I told her we were done. Our friendship was over, and I never wanted to see her again. She tried to hug me as she left, but I turned away. As for Alex, things are still up in the air. He's begged for forgiveness and says he's willing to do anything to make things right, including therapy, but I just don't know. We're separated for now, and I'm taking time to think about what I really want. For now, I'm focusing on myself and my son. I know I deserve better, but it's going to take time to figure out what that looks like.